The Hong Kong Sevens is back. The HSBC World Rugby Sevens Series is back. The Cathay Pacific HSBC World Rugby Sevens Series. A long 3.5-year wait to be back here in Sevens heaven. And it's the start of a brand new series. After Hong Kong, we go to Dubai and Cape Town before Christmas, Hamilton and Sydney at the turn of the new year, LA and Vancouver in North America, back to Hong Kong for another leg, Singapore as well, then Toulouse and London to decide our series champions. Double jeopardy, Olympic places and a relegation fight into the mix as well. Okay, here's the tables as they look, and Pool A still in play. You're going to have two teams perhaps level on this in second and third place at the end of it, all to play for in the final round of matches. New Zealand and Australia and Samoa all in the mix. Pool B likewise. Great Britain, a big win over South Africa earlier. So they, France and the Blitzboks are all in a three-way fight for those two automatic qualification places. Pool C's in terms of quarter-final qualification. Spain and Japan without a win so far means Fiji and the USA, 2 from 2, will be playing Cup quarter-final rugby on finals day. Likewise in Pool D, it is Argentina and Ireland who've got the jump on Kenya and Canada. Those two without a win, so Ireland and Argentina will be down to the last 8 knockout rugby. And the afternoon session continues here at the Hong Kong Stadium. The South Stand has been jumping all day. They've absolutely loved it here. Back to Hong Kong Stadium, and we continue with Pool D. And it is two teams looking for their first win of the tournament so far. It is Kenya against Canada. And to talk you through, it's Dallin Stanford. Good afternoon, Dallin.
Good afternoon. Thanks very much, Rupert. That's right. It's Kenya that lead the last 5 innings 4-1 in this. Both these sides haven't recorded a victory yet here in Hong Kong this weekend. 0-2. Fairly disappointing from them so far. Kenya, the side with William Baka. Great to see him still going strong. Daniel Tabu, their speedster, is on the bench. They're led by Nelson OU, and Canada, a couple of injuries on their side as well. Jake Teal, who is very much a lively character on and off the field. He'll lead out his country in just a few moments. But there is OU right now. It is Pool D. Kenya, Canada take centre stage here at the Cathay Pacific HSBC Hong Kong Sevens. And alongside me is former England Sevens captain Rob Bickman, who's been here many occasions. Robert, tell us about playing at this beautiful event.
Oh, when you're in and out here and you hear the noise and you can look towards the colour advancing in the South Stand, the hairs tingle, the mind races, but then you realise very quickly you've got a game to play. And for the Canadians, that is a sizable task against these giant rugby players. The Canadians have been growing in stature. You can see their last result, better performance than their first, but both losses, and that's not where they want to be. They want to step it up and move on.
A referee for this one from the local union in Hong Kong, it's Craig Chan in charge of this. Canada losses against Argentina, a close one against Ireland 1917, played some better rugby, and the Shuja Sevens from Nairobi losing to Ireland and Argentina. Kenya on the left of your screen with Herman Hamwa kicking off to Canada in their traditional red, coached by Henry Paul and Sean White. Damien McGrath, the experienced coach for Kenya. The man that's coached Samoa, Canada and Germany. Learned a bit of Swahili this year as well. And it's a shocker.
Is that Swahili? A shocker. Say Jambo. The Kenyan fans watching on always trend Kenya Sevens whenever they're playing. Very passionate crowd, very passionate people. And their players are going to take it to the Canadians, but to start with a bit of defence.
Another favourite is Isherwood, the mullet man as he's known. Gets it across to Burner. Has a little step here. David Richard, in fact, is really well. The youngster coming through the age grades. One cap internationally for Canada. Here's Isherwood now. Gets it to Morrow in midfield. Gets the loop. Does the mullet man. Beautiful ball. It's been touched by Kenyan hand. It will be danger time.
Humwa's going to find himself on the sideline for 2 minutes. Slap that ball in the air. Good to see him back out. Had a bit of a knock that last game, so he had to go off from it, but he's dusted it down and he is back. Sizable frame.
So one player advantage for Canada. Josiah Mora. Joe Mora, a couple of good fends, but good tackle as Kenya come flooding in the lanes, looking to support it there. Matt Oworu, he's strong and powerful. Another penalty for the Canadian side.
It was a Mondi with the shot initially, great tackle. And then the Kenyans following it up with the clear out. Absolutely fine to contest, but you've got to do so from the hindmost foot through the gate as they know it. And if the players align horizontally, it makes it a bit harder.
Isherwood can't connect, much like the scissors at the hair salon, and here comes Anton Ngongo. Hold his knees on the ground. They must release him now. And they do that as a Oworu at first receiver. Gets it away to Teal, comes in. Smashes one, can't get through. Jake Teal. Nice ball on that far side, looking to step through. Mora beats one, gets the dish again. Oworu's there in support. The big frame, man that grew up in Zimbabwe. So Richard there flicks it up. Lovely dummy in midfield. Canada come through. Slicing and dicing. Phil Burner. He's just goosed his way through, and that's an excellent start from Canada.
Nice touch from Burner, wasn't it? Backs himself to the middle. Quite interesting decoy using the referee to get in amongst the players' eye lines. Great tactic, and absolutely fine to do so. Taking a little cheeky look with the corner eyes because William Backer's chasing you down, but he can't quite get there. Not quite got him in his crosshairs. But that's where the Canadians want to be having success. They score most of their tries down the middle third of the pitch.
Well, Phil Burner has a podcast with his teammate Jake Teal called Snake and the Goose. I don't know which one's which.
Well, I assumed he was the goose after your reference of his try. It was a nice touch.
Teed you up there because too easy with you, my friend. 7-0.
He's the snake. He's the snake.
Isherwood. Pinpoint precision. A knockback from Ngongo is outstanding. Morrow has it now. Goes over the top to Teal. Here is the big snake now himself. The nickname, Jake Teal. Both parents playing for Canada. His uncle also bobsled for Canada. His grandfather curled for his country as well. What a sporting family that is. Penalty as well. Teal goes up the middle himself. Drawing up. Here's Isherwood. Lovely loop around to Teal. Lose it as he goes along. It looked good initially.
Oh, what a shame. That was a nice play, wasn't it?
Wait.
Except for the clown Jake Teal. Loves his time on the pitch. Good fun off it as well. He leads the show when it comes to the green screens. Any GIF you'll see on the World Rugby channels is likely going to be of Jake Teal.
He also does great work on the bars that he handed in to us. I just wanted to make sure we knew that Phil Burner, his captain, is not afraid of the dark. Kenya, Shuja Sevens need to come back in this game. Nelson Oyu is key for them. He drifts across field, takes on two of the Canadian tacklers, riding up towards the halfway line. Johnston Alindi, who celebrated his birthday yesterday, turned 23 taps for Kenya. Here comes Hamwa, dummy in midfield. Kevin Wakisa held up there, a brick wall, but Alindi has it again, and there's a wave of Kenyan players. It's a short ball, William Mbaka! Mbaka cracks on the speed. It's vintage Kenya, and they're back in this.
Oh, big wheelie, that's what we love to see. Flying so quick, no tears will come from his eyes with those goggles on. And he is soaring. What a hard line that is, back at the ball. Wonderful recognition of the space, just left of the defenders. Never tire of seeing this incredible athlete flying the sevens pitch. He's done it for a decade, and he still impresses.
133 times we've seen this from the flying William Mbaka, member of the Mwamba RFC and former Kenya Harlequins, locked at 7 apiece.
And he has used rugby to be an opportunity for him to travel the world. Played in Russia, played in South Africa. Proud Kenyan.
Sorry, say again, Nick.
Looking resplendent.
He's got a small farm there as well. He farms vegetables and a few pigs roam around as well. They can't get away from him though. William Mbaka's too quick.
Tackle him.
Blind in one eye, still able to go the distance here. Last 2 minutes. High restart, it goes a little deeper. Canada almost captured this one. They do get it. Kenya roaming around the fringes into the 22.
Entry. Entry.
A bit of reprieve.
Entry.
Canadians will be expecting a storm whenever they see the ball on the floor. The Kenyans are going to try and spoil it. An interesting call here from deep. Canadians have called a scrum. It's gamesmanship. That many people need to tie a shoelace.
Yep.
They're just really tired.
Back on.
Oh, he didn't say scrum. He's going to kick to line. That makes more sense.
Every now and again they get one over you, Rob Beckman. That's a beautiful mullet there. Here's Isherwood to Teal, who holds it up at the line out. Now hits the deck. 7 apiece. Isherwood again gets it away, distributing well. Dummy. Lucky Kratz into the fray. Teal now loops around, holds it up again. Well, can he open up here on that far side? Big ball to Awaru. Teal links nicely, tries to get the pass, keeps it wisely. Kratz offers his support. Burner, that's got the lone try so far. Canada looking for their first win here in Hong Kong. Morra with a huge bump. Jojo Morra flipping and turning as he goes for his country. Isherwood now cracks on the pace. Isherwood gets the offloader. Kratz is there. A lovely dummy as well. Lucky Kratz opens him up and spins around and has got it down for Canada.
Well, that is the Canadian tenacity that they pride themselves on. Riding the tackles, been aware of the defenders, getting the fend out right in the throat. You're not going to get your arms clear with that fend. The ball change as well, getting another fend, aware of it. It's tackled over the shoulder, so it might well have been a penalty try. But either way, he gets it down and gets the credit. Kratz, it's a solo score.
Isherwood adds the extras. That's the half-time whistle. That's Canada.
Number 2 stops during the line
by 14 points to 7. Well, good, strong comeback there from the Canadian side, and they look very dangerous, Rob, when they have ball in hand and they can go the distance.
Well, the first game they played here in Hong Kong barely touched the ball against Argentina, got blown away. Very much a case in this one of getting a bit more ball in hand. Henry Paul just loosening the charges, giving a few shoulder massages on the way round. And the message for them is to do what they usually do, which is keep hold of the ball. They have a lot of carries. They like that style of play. It's very industrious. It's very tiring. But the thing they've been lacking are those line breaks, which they've actually had a lot more in this game than they do usually, 2 in this context, which is enough to get them the 2 tries on the scoreboard. So much better from them. And a good day for Canada Rugby, pushing England close in the Women's World Cup. The Sevens will be looking to build on the foundations that they've created.
Very close one they had against Ireland. Heartbreaker, 19-17 going down in that one. And emotionally, that must be tough to pick yourself up.
It can be, yeah. You're throwing the emotion and the general charge of these players not been long off for pre-season as well. Emotions will still be high. You've got to try and regulate that, and it's not easy. And coaches try and impact. You can see Damien McGrath in the middle, but it's over to the players. It's exhausting stuff, specifically in a humidity and a sapping pitch. You know yourself, darling, it's like sponge.
It's the 20th time on the series that we hear for the Cathay Pacific HSBC Hong Kong Sevens. It's brilliant to have your company from around the globe. 14-7 Canada lead Kenya. The South Stand, they were here early this morning, of course, on day 2 of 3 at this brilliant event. Over 3 years we have waited to be back in this city of bright lights and skyscrapers, more than any in the world, in any other big city. Second half action to go here. Canada, who lost to Argentina and Ireland. Kenya, who lost as well to those sides, will look for their first victory here. Oh, it's been lost off the restart. Awaru has it. Flicks it away to Morra. Jojo Morra engages. He finally hits the deck. So nothing over there.
Morra's really up for it. stepping up this tournament. Not the biggest, but he really does play with significant power.
And
Kenya to stay in, completely in.
Canada will host, of course. We look at the Kenyan stats there. Canada will host the Vancouver Sevens, March 3rd. Tickets just went on sale. Men and the women will be in action there. Make sure you check out them at BC Place, one of the best stops on the series as well. Isherwood has a crack himself. Oh, the mullet man gets the flick. It's been scooped up there by David Richard. They go crossfield to Jake Teal, looking to a lock space for Josiah Mora. Again, very hard to bring down in the first tackle. Burner finds the battering ram, gets the offload, does Oworu again. Kratz, who scored late in the first half. Man that plays his rugby in America, in New Orleans for Nola Gold. In Major League Rugby, gets the penalty. A quick tap. David Richard flicks it away superbly. There's Richard, man with the Pacific Pride, coached by the great Phil Mack, and they won't get the score.
Oh, I'm not sure that was a knock-on.
I saw that, but I don't need you to call it for me.
And that's Noyo's having a chat with the ref. But that was good from Canada. Again, these offloads off the floor, so hard to stop. The ball's placed back. Oh, I can see why. Yeah, it looked like he still had control of it. Just hit his hand and moved the cross. But either way, Kenya riding that. And there's the contest. You not really get many referees that change their mind in this situation. You can understand him pleading.
As I mentioned on the last one, make sure you stay inside the scrum.
No matter how good you are debating. You mentioned the Rugby World Cup women's results, and Canada just going down 26-19 to England. Other semi-final, New Zealand against France. What a brilliant event that has been so far as well. So much rugby on the go. Here it is there.
Check it out. RugbyWorldCup.com 2021 with a slash. That's all to play for. Been played in 2022, obviously.
Kenya come through there. 15-side in action as well. The men looking to qualify for Rugby World Cup 2023. They'll face Portugal, the USA, and Hong Kong as well. Across field, they come here to Nelson Oyu. Oyu's got gas. But Mora, equal to the task, cuts him down short. Tony Omondi. And the flag is out.
Oh, he's got the clap back in his face, hasn't he, Teal? He's had that in the back pocket. And Mondi first half got stuck into him. That is retribution from Jake Teal, and I like it.
Oh, wait, time's off.
Tony Omondi, well, he's awaiting his graduation in December, degree in electrical and electronics engineering.
Don't move, don't change it.
What a player and what a student. Canada, though, with Isherwood, up 14-7. Playing a great game so far against the strong Kenyan outfit. Big tackle from Bush and Wiley. Good to see him back as Teal loops around. Looking to go wide to Mora again. He's got his dancing shoes on. This time, though, nowhere through. Isherwood. Quick ball, delayed loop. It's a planned move, of course. Oh, good hit as well, flying in Vincent on Yala. And again, it comes to Matt Oworu. There's space locked up here for Kratz. Lockie Kratz. Nice ball to Mora on the run on that far side. Can't spin out of the first one. Nelson Oyu was there. Richard waits. Oworu again. A one-handed dish. Here comes Thomas Isherwood. Debuted at home in Edmonton. What a ball from the mullet man. It's beautiful. And Phil Burner will go in for Canada. A glorious score.
Burner bags his brace. But that is Isherwood's magic. Two right, smiley on your man. What a moment. What an offload. Brings in the second defender, gets it out the right hand with a flick. Burner's there to finish it, but this is the moment. Great execution. He's really grown as a sevens player. Obviously going to get the column inches for his ridiculous hair, but that is an offload to match it.
He plays like a rock star, does Thomas Isherwood. His kick will go to the side, 19 points to 7. A carpenter by trade. And Phil Burner, the captain, man from Vancouver, also looking good for this Movember stash. Kenya, what have they got left? With 2:45 to go. The Shuja Sevens finished 12th in the series last year, led by their coach Damien McGrath. Cross to Tony Omondi again with the Wamba club, and Bush and Wiley And they missed the Rugby World Cup Sevens in Cape Town. Another homeboys club. And Yala across OU. Short ball and a good strong fan. Kevin Wakisa. And Billy Odhiambo still going strong. His 60th event. High ball for Ramondi. Kenya. They fall off the tackles. There's Daniel Tabu, in fact. Now Mondi in the fray. Fresh legs needed here. Bushamwali. Kenya. Better stuff from them on Yala. Flicks it up. It's been knocked backwards, and then Yala gets it again. Hand on the ground there from the Canadian player. Knocks it on.
Yeah, a lot of people contest about this because they see it in sevens a lot. But if the ball goes backwards from you slapping it down, it's play on. It's worth noting some people get a little bit confused with it, understandably, because it's so high octane, isn't it, when the play happens. Kenya need to get this score soon. Clock ticking down. Still enough time for a couple.
One of the debutants on the field, Dennis Abakusi, wearing the 13 jersey. He's lurking to the left of the scrum. But Billy the Kid now comes his way from Daniel Tabu. Tabu goes himself. Almost hurdles over a player. Penalty for Kenya. And Yala's got to come back.
Right here, you can't go that far. Not rolling. You need to go behind the mark.
And Yala, his teammates say, one of the greatest conspiracy theorists you've ever seen. Got to chat to Nyala there to see what he thinks about the world. Here, they smash up the middle. Kevin Wakisa over the top. It's flicked. Bouncing on the ground. Kenya haven't been able to bust through the strong Canadian defense in the second half. And Yala down the chain. Wakisa. Adiyombo. Big contact. Again, they recycle well on Yala, but not making a lot of ground here, despite being in the 22. Bushamwale, though, he's got some stutter steps. Takes on Isherwood. One-handed flick. And one more penalty.
It's another penalty. It's deep down in the depths of Canada territory. Time is not the friend for the Kenyans. They need to get over quick.
Yeah, they will run out of here. And lovely line from Billy Adiyombo. He strikes in. He's 104th try for Kenya. Quick play needed.
It's the perfect line, wasn't it? Getting it done. Job is easiest when it's under the sticks for the kicker. It's a hard line back at the ball. Defender's not following it. Odhiambo's going to finish those all day. Still now, the window is open, slightly ajar.
Well, they struck at the right moment, leaving this the final play. Can Kenya get it back at the restart? It is such a difficult task. And Yala jumps up and knocks it back.
He was way in front of Yala as well.
In front of the kicker.
Way in front, not even close.
Nothing gets past you, Rob Vickerman.
We are directly in line with it.
And a tap and hoofed out by Thomas Isherwood, who had a star game. And Canada do enough to win their first game here in Hong Kong. They defeat Kenya by a score of 19 points to 14. Kenya unlucky with that one, leaving it very late.
Almost half of their losses last year were less than 7 points. Chalk this one up again. Close, but not close enough for the Shuja. They'll be disappointed. Damon McGrath will take the positives, work on it, and come back firing. But that stepped up from Canada. They needed that, really needed that.
Canada, Sean, for that victory. Jake Teal's all fired up, so is Matt Awaru. Great for that young Canadian side, coached by Henry Paul.
Exciting also to think about the context of Kenya Rugby with the 15s. You mentioned it, Dallin, but they'll be heading to Dubai as a 15s team. Need that 7 support with them as well. Smiles around, obviously, Damon McGrath, ex-off Canada as well. You'll know these players really well.
Canada thanking the crowds. They'll be back tomorrow. Take their second game today. One on Friday night. Strong crowd of flooded in here to Hong Kong Stadium. Tremendous to be back. One of the greatest events there is. So we spoke about the beautiful mullet. Now we can finally catch up with Thomas Isherwood, who's pitch side with Gareth Rees.
Yeah, thanks, Dallin. The pride of Okotoks, Alberta. First win in Hong Kong. How good is that to get that one?
Yeah, tough first day, but the boys showed up this morning. A tough one against Ireland, and we want an easier game tomorrow morning. So the boys put all that on the line, and pays off. And what a phenomenal place to do it.
Yeah, a couple of injuries for your side. What's the goal now? You're not going to be in the top 8, but what's the goal now for the club?
We finish 9th. That's the goal. Down a couple of players, and it's just going to be a grind. But the boys got each other's backs, and we're happy to be here.
And you got to let Dallin Stanford, my co-commentator, he's on about your mullet again. Give us a little background and maybe show us your number. What's going on with your special number here?
I got 23. It's just like my birthday. Obviously, some legends of all sports have played in this jersey, so such an honor. And maybe Dallin can buy me a beer.
Thomas Isherwood, the LeBron James, the Michael Jordan of Canadian rugby. Thanks, mate. Good luck the rest of the weekend.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Brilliant scenes. We'll wait till Sunday night for that. Pool D. Take a look here